Hey everybody, welcome back to Trivia League Unlimited, or TLU, or TLU, or whatever you call it, whatever it helps you remember whatever the hell this is that we're doing. I am Calamity John Maher, with me, as usual, Philadelphia, Bill Cariola. Bill, we got the Sureshot play-in matches are starting.
Yep.
Do you want me to tell them what the Sureshot is, or do you want to explain what
I feel pretty confident talking about what this is. So basically, if you're familiar with the money in the bank concept, that's what this will be. So it'll be basically the people left over from the tournament, because I as much as Vince Russo sucked at everything, he had one good idea, is that people not in the main title race needed something to do to give, make it worthwhile. So we'll take everybody else, we'll throw them into a little mini kind of ish tournament. So the people in the first playing round and round one that were eliminated, we're going to let them play. They're all going to go in. And it'll be one big match with about, I think, 8 people, we decided, if I remember correctly. And then we'll basically, at the end, you will get a guaranteed title shot. And it'll be a specialty kind of match. That'll be a bunch of questions that you personally drafted.
Yeah. So you get to cash in with a huge advantage over the
basically,
game. Yeah. So we gotta figure out who that person is, though. But without further ado, we got 2 great guys playing today. Two guys that I don't mind hosting a match for. Mr. Aaron J, Mr. Nick Carley. Let's bring Aaron. Wanted to go first in interviews. Let's bring Aaron in. Aaron, looking radiant as usual. How are you feeling this evening?
Well, I mean, I'm looking radiant, as you can see. I'm excited about this match, I guess. I'm a little disappointed that I don't have animosity towards my opponent, so that's one less advantage for me. But I'm about as good as Nick, so I think it's going to be a good match. It really depends on the questions, like most trivia matches, I suppose. So, we'll see. I'm excited to make my debut here. I did not play Ryan Payne and score 6 points in an entire match. So it's good to make my debut in the league that I'm an admin for. So I still can't get a match even in this league. But again, I did not have a singles match with Ryan Payne where I scored 6 points.
Hey, wasn't me.
I believe we would call that a Crystal Skull match, where it doesn't count.
It didn't happen. Exactly.
It did not count. It's Crystal Skull.
Crystal Skull, the best in the Indies franchise.
You went deep into your knowledge.
Nope. We do not agree with the views of Aaron J. To be clear, that movie does not exist. Let's bring in his opponent, because I can't. I'm just going to get hopping, man.
Okay.
Let's bring in Nick Carley.
Forget my follow-up question. Nick Carley.
Well, I was going to bring up that comment, but obviously it doesn't exist, so I can't. Just to make these more boring, I have nothing against Aaron. He gave me a couple good advice for the last match that I was in, where he was hosting with Mr. John Maher over there. John Maher.
It's Maher.
I know. I know. I still hold that above my head. Yeah. But anyways, so no, I it should be a good one. I think we have pretty equal knowledge, but in totally different categories. So it will be very interesting as to how the questions go. So we'll I think it should be very entertaining nonetheless.
And you chose a strength that is kind of all over the place as it is, because apparently Joe Johnston just didn't really care what kinds of movies he directed.
Early on, honestly, it's a lot of movies that I watched as a kid, so I was like, it felt like it was good. So we'll see if that works out well for me or not. So.
All right, well, let's bring Aaron back in. His timeout is over. I'll explain that.
He learned his lesson.
I watched Yorgos movies as a kid.
What? What the fuck?
Yorgos movies.
What a childhood. Your parents are cool.
So many therapy bills.
Anyway, round 1 is our speed round. You're going to get 8 questions in the categories you drafted, plus 1 in each of your strengths. You're right 1 through 8 on your board. I'll ask a question. 10 seconds will pass. Bill will ask a question. We'll go back and forth till all 8 questions are asked. 10 seconds after the last question is read, you can use one of your repeats. You'll get 3 repeats in that challenge throughout the match. If you use a repeat, you get 20 extra seconds, and we'll repeat a question for you. Any questions before we get started?
Nah.
All right. Then your first question is going to come to you in the realm of action-adventure. In what 2000s action film will you find a fighting style known as gun kata?
So, John, what kind of movies did you watch as a kid?
When I was a kid, I watched kid movies, and then just like every other great kid, I started watching horror movies very early, and I had a lot of psychological issues.
Yep.
Yeah.
Question number 2 comes in the category of directors. Who directed the films State of Play and The Last King of Scotland? I watched a lot of garbage as a kid, and then I found Nightmare on Elm Street way too young, and then that kind of started, and then I couldn't sleep as a preteen and watched a lot of Andy Sedaris movies on Prism.
I've had that.
Yeah.
Recent releases. 2022's Ambulance is set in what city?
That is a film that exists. Yes.
I have not gotten around to it yet. I guess
I hear it's fine if you like that kind of thing. So I don't know. Your next question will come in the category, the strength category of pre-2010, directed by Joe Johnston, who provides the voice for both Jekyll and Hyde in The Page Master.
The voice talents of somebody.
Yes. I mean, they were good in that one thing. And
it's definitely great in several things, I suppose. We're going to the 2010s, the not so recent past, the 2010s. What do agents find in the walls when raiding a cartel safe house in the beginning of Sicario?
Never saw it.
Me either.
I thought it was about
this is definitely something you can find.
So, yeah, fair enough. All right, kind of glad I get to ask this question. Comedy is the next category. Who co-stars alongside John Candy as his partner Norman Kane in Armed and Dangerous?
I have fond memories of this movie in a certain sense.
I do too. I love it. It's so stupid. I love it. I miss John Candy every day.
Yeah, that's a shame. 1970s. What 70s crime film has a cast that includes James Woods, Melanie Griffith, and Gene Hackman?
Those are 3 different people. They have all also never been in my kitchen.
They haven't even been on my property.
I don't think we've been in the same zip code.
Yeah.
Your final question will come in the other strength of written by I'm not saying that name. Yorgos Lanthimos. I can't say it. In The Killing of a Sacred Deer, when Anna is speaking with Martin about Martin's father, what type of food is he eating?
Yeah. And your chance to use a repeat and expire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pens down. We'll go to Aaron first. What you got, Aaron?
All right. Number 1, Ip Man, Forrest Whitaker for 2, LA 3, Patrick Stewart 4, People 5, Dan Aykroyd 6, French Connection 7, Spaghetti 8.
And Nick.
Well, I put that's supposed to say Equilibrium, but I don't know how to spell. And Ridley Scott, LA, and then wrong character for number 4 because Patrick Stewart's correct. And I just put drugs because I didn't remember the answer. Dan Aykroyd, French Connection, and I just put steak.
Yeah, let's go over the answers. The gun kata is in Equilibrium. The director of State of Play, Last King of Scotland, Kevin McDonald. Ambulance takes place in Los Angeles. The voice of Jekyll and Hyde is Leonard Nimoy.
Oh.
I'm going to accept Aaron's answer of People because it is dead bodies in the walls.
Okay.
Eugene Levy plays John Candy's partner in that movie. Night Moves is the movie that starred those 3 people, and he's eating spaghetti during that scene.
Okay.
I gave that 5 stars on Letterboxd.
I have 3-2 in Aaron's favor. Is that what you have, Bill?
That's what I have.
All right. Round 2 is our wheel round. Everything you drafted plus your 2 strengths and spinners and opponent's choice is on a wheel. Aaron, since you're in the lead, you have the option if you'd like to go first or defer to Nick.
Nick's confidence has to be really high right now, so I'll let him.
All right, we'll read you the categories.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep. Your categories are pre-2010, directed by Joe Johnston, written by Yorgos Lanthimos, 1970s, the 2010s, action adventure, comedy, directors, and recent releases.
Yeah, I really like this wheel, so go ahead and I'll let Nick go first.
All right, Nick, you ready for your first spin?
Sure.
Let's see what you get. And it lands on recent releases. You want to take that or spin again?
Honestly, that's not horrible. And I'm afraid to. There's definitely a few that I am not looking forward to. You know what? I'm gonna stick with it. Let's do it this one.
All right, let's drop the wheel back. Bill, you want to read the recent releases questions, or would you like me to?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right,
Nick. If you're ready for your category
Sure.
of recent releases. All right. Who voices Jack Horner in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish?
All right, I'm gonna shoot my shot here. Is it John Mulaney?
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay,
And the lead.
thank you.
Your next question. In Babylon, what type of animal does Nellie attempt to fight at a party that results in her getting bit?
Oh, getting bit. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go multiple choice on this one.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, dog, B, snake, C, cat, or D, monkey.
This is a total shot in the dark because I avoided this one because everyone said this movie was horrible from what I was told.
4.
Let's go with Snake.
That's correct for a point.
Movie's great.
Okay, well,
I know it's
I'll
either fantastic or awful. There's
I'll
no
give it a
in
try.
between.
I'll give it a try.
All right, your third question. 13 Lives is based on the true events surrounding a rescue mission in what country?
Oh shit! It's the. I know exactly what this is, but I don't know that. I hate to play it safe, but I got to multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Thailand, B, Bangladesh, C, Vietnam, or D, the Philippines.
Ah, shit. Is it Thailand?
That is correct for a point.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
All right. Your next to last question. How does the prince die in Bullet Train?
The prince. Who's the prince? Sorry for the editors, because I am honestly multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, falls off a bridge, B, explosion, C, run over by a vehicle, or D, poisoned.
Explosion.
That is incorrect. Aaron, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, falls off a bridge, B, explosion, C, run over by a vehicle, or D, poisoned?
I was going to say poison, so I'll say poisoned.
Is also incorrect. She was run over by a vehicle. It was Joey.
Prince is the girl.
Prince is the girl. This is the girl.
Yeah, that's what I. Oh, right. Yeah.
And your final question. At the beginning of Tar, the title character is lead conductor of an orchestra in what major European city?
Why not? I'm gonna go. Is it Moscow?
It is incorrect. Aaron, chance for a 2 point steal.
You probably got this.
I'm going to say Berlin.
And that is correct for 2 points.
I knew it was one of those two. Son of a bitch.
All right. So after that, I have Nick at 6, but with the steal, Aaron up to 5.
That is my half. Let me bring that wheel back in for Aaron's first game. Aaron, you ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna spin.
All right, there it goes.
You have to. You literally legally have to.
Okay, I am going to spin.
And you got opponents.
Oh,
no. It's fine.
It's problem. That's the problem. He loves this wheel, so I don't really have a good point.
Nick, do you need to know the categories again, or do you have anything in mind?
Nah. I mean, like I said, like he's not. Might as well let's go with my strength of Joe Johnston. Why not?
Pre 2010s, Joe Johnston. All right, Aaron. Your first question. In The Page Master. The main character, Richard, is accompanied by 3 books representing 3 literary genres: horror, adventure, and what else?
I'm going to go multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, romance, B, fantasy, C, sci-fi, or D, mystery?
Romance.
That's incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal, Nick. Is it A, romance, B, fantasy, C, sci-fi, or D, mystery?
I should know this. I think it's fantasy.
And that is correct for a 1-point steal.
Okay.
Your second question. Who plays Carl Bentley in Jumanji?
David Allen Greer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Tie game.
Nice.
Your third question. In October Sky, Homer Hickham's teacher, Miss Riley, is diagnosed with what disease? And we're looking for a specific answer.
Breast cancer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal, Nick.
All right. This is the only one that's. I'm going to say leukemia.
Close. That's not correct either. We're looking for Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Hodgkin's lymphoma. Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Your fourth question in Joe Johnston. Dr. Grant is paid by Paul and Amanda Kirby to find which specific relative of theirs in Jurassic Park 3?
Their son.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Takes the lead.
And your final question. The rocket backpack used by the title character in The Rocketeer was created by Howard Hughes, who is played by whom in the movie?
Fucking shit. Oh my god. Multiple choice. You know
Right.
that.
Is it A, Terry O'Quinn, B, Ed Lauder, C, Joe Polito, or D, Paul Sorvino?
Can I get the options one more time?
You got it. A, Terry O'Quinn, B, Ed Lauder, C, Joe Polito, or D, Paul Sorvino?
I'll go with C.
C is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. A, Terry O'Quinn, B, Ed Lauder, C, Joe Polito, or D, Paul Sorvino?
I'm all right. I think it's Terry O'Quinn. A.
It is John Locke himself, Terry O'Quinn. That is correct.
Yeah.
That got a 1-point game going into round 3. I got Aaron lead 9-8, which is the same differential we had coming into round 2.
All right.
Round 3
We accomplished
is
absolutely nothing.
round 3 is the mastery round. You guys are going to get 3 questions in your strength only for 2, 3, and 5 points. So since you asked Nick his questions in round 2, I'll ask him these Joe Johnston questions in round 3. So I get a full Joe Johnston day.
Yay.
All right. You ready for your 2-point question in Joe Johnston?
Yep.
All right. For 2 points, who plays Sheik Riyadh in Hidalgo?
Wow. I literally looked this up earlier.
1, 4, 3, 2.
Nope. I don't have it.
Looking for Omar Sharif.
Yeah, Omar Sharif. I should have known. Yep.
Dr. Zhivago.
Yep, I knew
Thanks,
it.
Boatman.
Yep.
3-pointer now in Joe Johnston. What type of dinosaur kills Cooper in Jurassic Park 3?
The third round is my killer every time. I'm gonna go pterodactyl.
That's incorrect. He is killed by the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus kills Cooper.
Spinosaurus. Oh well.
That being said, here we're down to it now. You do have to hit your 5-point question in order to kick it back over to Aaron. Your 5-pointer in pre-2010, directed by Joe Johnston. In The Rocketeer, when Malcolm is fixing the little girl's toy plane in the cafe, What part of it flies off and lands in Jenny's soup? Five, four.
Can I get a repeat, please?
That is your first of 3 repeats.
Yeah.
In The Rocketeer, when Malcolm is fixing the little girl's toy plane in the cafe, what part of it flies off and lands in Jenny's soup?
It's a couple things. What could it be?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Another repeat, please.
No problem. We got one left. In The Rocketeer, when Malcolm is fixing the little girl's toy plane in the cafe, what part of it flies off and lands in Jenny's soup?
Yeah, this always kills me, but I'm gonna say the wing. Final answer.
And your winner, Aaron J. It is the wheel or the landing gear flies off and
The wheel.
With that being said, we'll go straight to post-match interviews, starting with our second place finisher, Nick. Nick, it just came down to, yeah, you're right. Round 3 is just it is a killer. It is a mastery round. It is definitely something that it's and you're not alone. It's definitely, there's a lot of people who have come up against it in round 3. With that being said, how you feeling?
I mean, I'm glad I kept it close until then, but that's unfortunately 2 matches in a row that I've been in that situation, and then third round comes around and I just kind of crap the bed. So I guess, I mean, I feel like my strengths are pretty decent, but it always seems to go that way. So I hate to make excuses, but I mean, like we talked about pre-match, Aaron and I think are very level players, so I knew it was going to be close. So I wish it's like I knew in the back of my brain that the Omar Sharif one, I should have gotten that one, but it's what it is. It's a good time as always. I love playing these games, so it's fun times every time I get to play. So I appreciate that. So
well, we will see you back before you know it, I'm sure. So we'll get you back in that rotation. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
All right. That being said, we'll bring in Aaron. Aaron, you didn't have to answer a round 3 question. You did it. How you feeling?
That's my ultimate strategy right there. Basically came down to, I almost went multiple choice on the Bentley question. Then I just decided, to take a shot there. So otherwise going multiple choice there, it would have been tied going into round 3. And I would have had to answer a question about a Yorgos movie, which I'm not sure if I can really do or not still. So
you got the spaghetti question.
I did get the spaghetti question, but that's one I think a lot of people could get. So with no disrespect to my opponent, but either way, good match with Nick. I know it's frustrating when you don't answer round 3. I didn't answer round 3 that John wrote until like my 4th match he wrote. So you're like halfway there right now. But either way, good to have my debut again. Didn't play Ryan Payne and score 6 points in the whole match.
Hey, wasn't me.
I scored 8 points this time? So
9.
Yeah. 9. 8 points in 2 rounds.
I'm on my way to double digits next round.
With that being said, you are in the Sureshot match.
Who doesn't want to see me get an opportunity to get a title shot where I get to set it up for myself? Everybody wants to see me get a title shot. Be everybody's nightmare. And I'd probably wait until someone I really didn't want to have the title had it. So, maybe that will happen. But either way, I'm glad to get a win in my debut. Again, did not play Ryan Payne and score 6 points.
All right. Well, that being said, we will drop you back. We are going to see you soon. We'll see you soon because the Sureshot's coming up soon. So that was a short and sweet. We did it under a half hour again. TLU.
That's our thing, man. We are efficient.
We get these matches quick, even if that went all the way to the end. We'd still be under a half hour. That's why you love these videos. That's why you like. That's why you subscribe. That's why you tell all your friends. That's why you buy our landlord shit. It's as a reward to them for letting us do this. Bill, I'll give you the final words.
Honestly, it was close all throughout. I mean, like both had a rough round 1, but 1 point difference. Nick gets a category wasn't totally familiar. Managed to maneuver his way through it, get a fair amount of points. Aaron coming up opponent's choice, but powering his way through and getting the win. I mean, it's a hell of a beginning, any way you slice it. So kudos to both people. So,
all right, well, until next time, I've been John Moore. That's Bill Cariola. For Aaron J, for Nick Carley, for their managers, Cody Newberry and Joe Harrison, who could not be here today.
We're here in spirit, and I'm sure Cody would tell us how much Jack sucks.
Jack sucks. I just want to Jack sucks. Back to back sucks. Sucks. Okay.
Yeah, that's in there. That's good. For the rest of the writers, for the rest of the admins, this has been Trivia League Unlimited. Hit him with a bill.
Hit the button, Frank.